a lot of times I'm around 5, 6.
Really?
I'm little. Sometimes, most of the time, I'm little. Sometimes I appear to be an adult, but you're just so young. You're like a kid. You're like a child. Everything is fun, and everything is just it's just Daddy God. I call him Daddy God because he is so nice. I got to meet one time Jesus when I was with Jesus. He said, "I want to take you to meet someone." I'm like, "Yeah, let's go." He takes me by the hand, and we're just boom, we're right in the throne room of God.
Wow.
And that's one way that you travel. It's just you're instantly there. And I saw God. I mean, God of the universe, like over there. He was over there, And we were kind of back behind, and there the lights and the beauty and all the everything that you hear is true. It's just absolutely incredible. It was God, and God looks down and sees Jesus and I, and it scared me. And I said, he brought me here. It's his fault.
Oh,
I'm here
wow.
because I got Jesus in trouble. I was
Oh,
just like, but God has everybody laughed. God laughed because that was hilarious. Heaven laughed. Jesus laughed. I laughed like I'm not in trouble. But it is because of Jesus that you're there in the throne room. But
that's
God,
true.
that God of the universe has the ability to come to you in a fatherly form that you can relate to him. And so we meet, Daddy God and I meet in like this blue garden, blue flowers. And a lot of times I'm little, I'm a little girl, and he'll swing me up. One
Really?
time, he took me, and he had me by the hand, and I was little. I felt like I was about 5, and it was Daddy God. It was God of the universe comes in a form that you can relate to him. You can talk to him. You can sit on his lap. You can hug him. He'll tell you things. You can tell him things. And Daddy God had me by the hands, and he said, "Do you want to go to a place that I love?" And it didn't dawn on me. God might want to take us someplace that he wants to, that he
Yeah.
loves. And I'm like, yeah. And so he takes me by the hand, and he swings me and puts me up on his shoulders and
Hey,
has me
wow.
by the hand. And I'm like, I am riding the shoulders of God.
That's
and
amazing.
and we walk over to this big, huge green field kind of on top of this mountain, and we're standing on the edge of this mountain, and we look down, and there's this big green valley that is just beautiful, big green valley, and all these animals. I could see while I'm sitting on his shoulders, I could see these big animals kind of walking by down at the bottom of the valley. And I'm looking at these animals. I'm like, oh, those are dinosaurs. I never
Wow.
dawned on me that dinosaurs are alive. I just never thought, extinct meant
Yeah, I
extinct.
think we think that
Never,
they live, they died, they're gone. We
and that's
tend to
it.
think yeah.
Yeah, but they were dinosaurs that were walking down. It was kind of like I don't know if it was a park or what, but they were walking down this green valley, and he says, "Do you want to ride one?" And I'm like, "Sure." And so we were instantly at the bottom of this valley with these dinosaurs walking by, and they're huge dinosaurs. They're huge dinosaurs, and one of them that has the long neck one, like I think it's called
Right.
a brontosaurus. I had to look
Something
it up, so I don't know
try
what they're
yeah, I
called.
don't yeah, I
I
don't
think
even
it's called a
know.
brontosaurus. So
Yeah.
this dinosaur, he puts his head down, and and I'm looking at him, and he talks to me. The dinosaur talks to me, and he says, "Just crawl up." And I'm
Really?
like, he's talking to me. And he says, "I won't hurt you." And I'm like, okay. And so I crawl up this dinosaur's neck up to the top, and Daddy God is already there. I thought, well, he could have just boop, put me there, but I got to crawl up the dinosaur. I got to crawl up the dinosaur, which sounds so crazy hearing me say this. But I was sitting on top of this dinosaur with Father God, God of the universe,
So
sitting behind me.
he's riding the
He's riding
dinosaurs.
the dinosaur with me, and he's
Awesome.
right behind me. And the dinosaur starts walking, And all these other dinosaurs are just walking by and they're talking to the dinosaur that I'm riding. And they are congratulating him that he got chosen to be ridden. And I was like, how fun is that? They even care about each other. You know, it's so the other dinosaurs thought it was such an honor. It is such an honor
Wow.
to be ridden. And I could feel the Father's love flowing through me to these dinosaurs. And he says, I love what I have created.
Man.
And he loves them, you know, and it's, to me, it's, I don't know, maybe it's kind of like a big dog. I don't know. It's a
Well,
God,
yeah, I
maybe a
guess if
dinosaur
you're a
dog, a
God,
big
I guess
dog
if
or
you're a
something.
God, your pets are a little bit bigger.